Hello, and welcome to a tutorial on how to use Filmora. So I've been noticing that some people have been asking what thing I use to edit my videos, so I thought I might as well do a quick tutorial on some of the basics. If you look, it's actually the unedited footage for the Trail of Destruction video. You should go check that if you haven't, it's pretty cool. So, the first main thing, so I'm going to get right into this. So, I'm using like a paid version, so it might look a little bit different, but I think most of the mechanics should be the same. So first up is, okay, so some of the basics is that Control S is save, and when you're done editing your video, you save it and then you export it through here. There's a whole menu, but it's pretty self-explanatory. You can import audio, you can import stuff using this, using the little drop menu there, you can import like files. Here's some like music audio stuff, if you looked at different like things. I'll get into subtitles a little bit later. I won't really be going into transitions or anything, just I don't like them. I won't be going into effects either. I'll sort of be going into elements, but they're pretty much the same as like if you import images, so I won't be going into them too much. And then I've never actually used split screen, so I can't explain how to do that, sorry. I think you just have two video files and then you can select it. Like I said, I haven't used it. So first up, the main thing you need to think is, it's this thing called splitting. So this, when your video, oh, okay, I should go over this first. This controls like how much, so if you have like a longer video, you can move this down, or you can get really precise by moving it up. I'll keep it like, I like to keep it usually like here. So if you look, the little arrow controls like how fast you go. Well, it shows where the video is. So say I just don't like, so say I want to cut out, so first part is cutting, well, splitting, so splitting's pretty useful. So if I look right, like normally before I split, I have the, it just is selected as one big hole. But say I only want to edit a small portion, I would split the two areas. Say I only want to edit this part, I would use this to split the two areas and click on the scissor icon so I could split it. So say I wanted this, I didn't like, and so then I'm only selecting this compared to selecting the entire thing. And say I didn't like that, I can just like delete it. Not that I will. And then, like I said, I can also only edit this one. Like if I can make this louder, and then it only makes that louder. So, yeah, it's pretty. So then this is cutting. Is just, you would select that and then delete. So then that's no longer, you could add transitions, but like I said, I don't really like them. Yeah. Next up is basic subtitles. I say subtitles, but I mean all this. So it's pretty basic, nothing too bad. So if I want to do a subtitle, you see if I look, it's just Lord Ipsum as a default. But what it says when I play through it, it says what my closed caption is. And say I wanted to like flash a message, I can move it onto the media. So then it just is like, I feel like that word. I could just say like hello or something. So I would only use subtitles. I think they're easier. You can use like subtitles and titles, because if you look, that looks pretty small. But if I expand the text box and then take the font size higher, you can get a similar effect as the titles. I mean, when you're first, so yeah, that's pretty cool. But so that's basic subtitles. And now I believe this is just very. So then there's some basic audio editing stuff. I know I'm breezing over a lot of this, but once you get like the basics, most of the audio editing. So I should say first up, there's things like if I wanted to have, this is my personal favorite, it's Living Pulse. If I wanted to do that, I could put that on the bottom, and then if you look, playing Living Pulse in the background. This two audio is both going at the same time. So I probably, if I were actually doing this, I would turn this down by changing this. I don't really know what that does, like the top thing, like this, but I think, so yeah. And then you can change this to increase the volume and decrease it. This is if you wanted to like change your voice or whatever. This is pretty important. If you wanted denoise, like all background noise, then you can do that. It's pretty important, in my opinion. And then you can do like the fade in, fade out, and change the pitch. Like if I wanted to make it like deeper. Okay, so that's that. And then if I make it like really deep, then it should. And then if I make it like really deep, it might. See, I don't think you can really tell, but and then I bet you can tell if I make it really high, but yeah, okay. And then yeah, it's a lot higher. So then I can also do that. vice versa. You have to hit OK to save it, I believe. And then now it's a lot deeper. And then I believe I can also do that with the voice. I'm not sure. Yeah, I can change that. Right now it's deep. Then I can make it my voice really high. Wait, sorry, I'll turn this off. I'll use that. That's another little handy. Yeah, it's not super great at editing your voice, but it is for like music and other audio. So next up is doing basic voiceovers. Now there's a lot you can do with this, but it's not too hard. This is how I would sort of make like the voice for my end card. I would be like, so just for example, I would say like, just wait for it to let I'd be like, please subscribe to the channel. Thank you so much for watching. Goodbye. You know, the huge. And then if I play this, yeah. Normally when I do it, I make the volume higher. So normally when I do it, I do like that per se, and then you might be wondering how I have like my subscribe background and whatnot and the little bell. So what I do is I import. So now on to image work. This is also pretty important. This is a similar effect you get. Well, this is a similar thing you get to like the elements. I prefer the image thing, but preference, I guess. So if I get videos and then I go to images for videos, and then I have my little subscribe. Subscribe. Oops, sorry, not that. That was for my. And then, well, yeah, okay. I also have the thumbs up sometimes. And then what I do is I have this, and then I would do subscribe and bell. Now that covers up the entire background. But then if you want to put it on like top, like I want to have the bell in the corner right here, that on top. That's really useful. That's what I meant when I said it has a similar effect to the. Sorry, it has a similar effect to the effects. Well, elements, I guess. So if I do it like here, then you get the general idea of what I'm saying. Like with that, except then sorry, the bell moved. So. And then I would move it up to like the corner or whatever. So yeah, it's pretty much the basics of it. There's some more stuff I should go over. Oh, this is just pretty cool. If you want to do like change the color, you can just look at this. I can go to like advanced and change the color here if you like color. So yeah, something else cool. I know I didn't go over too much, but this is just a very quick tutorial to get the basics going. Oh wait, sorry, I almost forgot freeze frames. So let me just split. So split's one of the most important things, so you don't have to change your entire thing. So what you can do is if you go you can add freeze frames if you really wanted to, like just to freeze on a certain image, like but speed and duration. So say I wanted this part to go really fast. If I did that, you can barely even see it now because it goes like, if you look at, yeah. You could see I moved, but then it didn't really get picked up. So I think if I zoom out like enough, like then you can see it, but you know, or something like that. So yeah, so just the basics really. This is just what you need to get started. I know I didn't really go into like music and whatnot, but again, that's pretty self-explanatory. What you do is you just select it. It installs because it's not like saved to this specifically. I'm pretty sure all the music right there is copyright free, so you don't need to worry about like having to pay royalties or anything. It's more or less something only YouTubers would worry about. But so then if you look, I have like V or whatever, and then I can again same like audio jest, and you can speed and duration. So yeah, I believe that's most of it. There's like voiceovers, and then there's a lot more you can do with this, but this is just the but like I said, most of it's pretty self-explanatory. Yeah, so this is just the basics. I hope you enjoyed. If you want to see like me go into a little more in depth into certain things, just tell me in the comments. So yeah, I think this is all for now. Thanks for watching. Goodbye. If you have any questions about any of the stuff I did in this video, just make sure to leave them in the comments and I'll try to answer them.